Okay, here we are for the test drive portion of the 290C Ray presentation. First things first, you always make sure your plug's in the boat under the dry. Second thing, come back here. Right in here you have your dual battery switch. Turn that to on, emergency start just charges both. Then you have this ship systems button right here. That's just kind of a safety. It shuts everything off. If the kids are playing where you're coved out or something, you can flip that to off. Also located here is your windlass control. That's a master also. So if you're coved out, drop anchor, you can flip that off. If the kids are in the boat, you don't have to worry about them lowering nor raising the anchor. From that point, you just come up here, turn the key and fire it up. It is fuel injected, so it's very easy to start. Just turn the key, just like that. Two things if this one will not start. Number one, this is separate shifters, obviously. Shifter, throttle. I like it because it gives you precision control while docking. However, neutral, it's got to be right in the middle. So if you kind of shake that, it gets tight. If it's loose at all, it won't start. There's a neutral safety switch there. Right here is the kill switch. That's also the first thing you'd want to check if it won't start. It'll crank, but it'll never fire. So go ahead and put her in a gear here. From the video, I'm sure you can hear that that is very quiet. Get turned around here for you. So looking at our gauges, 35 feet of water is dead on for where we are. Up here about these no wake buoys, we get to 50 feet of water. That's when we know it's very accurate. Temp gauge, we're coming up to temp. It's very cold outside, as well as the water temperature is cold. The oil pressure looks good. Tack, we're not really idling that fast yet. Speedo, we'll have to give her gas to see. Volt, fuel, trim gauge is good. Going up. Hopefully you can hear the electrical as well. Buttons and switches, we have our blower. Bilge pump, that's automatic. You'll probably never touch it. Horn, hopefully you can hear that. Accessory, nothing. Exhaust system, it just got a lot quieter in here. Wiper, it does not have. Docking lights here, it does have. Courtesy lights are here. Navigation, that's driving at night. Anchor, stopped at night. There. Windlass control, freshwater system, engine hatch. You also have tilt steering. Your CD stereo is here. You have a remote here. Go ahead and accelerate. What's impressive is how quickly this boat planes, and I mentioned that to you. We're already on plane and we're only at 3,200 RPM. Most of the time in a 30-foot boat, when you get close to 3,000, the nose shoots way up in the air. As you can see, we're still running nice and flat here. Let's go ahead and open her up. Start to trim up. There's 40. I still got a lot of throttle left. We're flying. Go ahead and slow down. Trim back down. Right here are your trim tabs. Those are your lateral levelers. So you can always press those if you've got more weight, or you can bury the nose, push through the rough waves. It's a beautiful boat. We're going to head back to the trailer. Runs excellent. Do the rest of the presentations. When you get it out on the trailer, this button here will take the out drive completely up and out of the water. Okay, we talked about when you put the boat in the water the first time, there's the key that you pull. It gets the pressure out. So you raise the engine hatch. Always lift this seat up here. When you raise the engine hatch, it kind of puts it into a bind. So anyhow, you'll back the boat in the water just deep enough that the swim platforms are just barely out. And when you start it, you come down here, and I'm working with one hand, but you're going to put one hand on the exhaust manifold and one on this lift to release. And you're just going to simply pump this up and down, 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 until you feel this manifold get cool. Once it starts to cool off, that means it's pumping water, the pressure is relieved. That's all there is to it.
Turn them off. Turn them back on. Turn them off. Turn them back on.
Starboard side. Got a little mud from the trailer, but nothing bad to speak of there. And we're going to take a look at the interior now. So we got our lights, got a different lens on there. Bolster seat. Interior is all good. Port side. Right here, what we did is we replaced the screws through here. Slide this back over. I need a pair of pliers, but that tightened that up. This was loose. Look up into the bow. I was looking for that. Now this cushion here is removable, so you can stand up here to help set your anchor. What I've done here, since I'm by myself, is lowered the trim tabs. Plug the light in, and it's on. Now hopefully I can quickly raise the tabs up. You do that by bow up. That brings them up out of the water. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Shut the light off. Up. Up. Let's quickly go through this water system right here. Right here is where you fill it up. There's a pressure button on the dash that gives everything pressure. This is the waste for the toilet system you had asked about. So for the waste, let's stay on that. Right here is the toilet. This is the release to flush. You just pull this handle out. That's a lid lock. Right here is a hand pump. You pour sanitizer fluid right into there, and then actually it draws water as well. So when you push this, this adds water mixed with the solution in here to keep this from smelling awful. When you're done with it, you just have it pumped out. They put a suction hose back in that waste outlet and get everything out. So now the water pressure here, the pump coming on. Right now it's winterized, which is why there's just antifreeze in it. See, that's good hard pressure. Right here, good hard pressure. And right here, good hard pressure. Ooh. So shut that. This regulator valve, it's bypassed. You'd only use that to pressurize the system if you didn't have a water pump itself, which is this button right here. Every once in a while you're going to hear that kind of make that grrr sound. That's just building up pressure back to the lines that you used. What that is right there, it's a plate that fills in this U to make like a big sunbed up here. This is your wind shutoff door. In here there's plates for bow filler cushions, a cushion for the back, and the table. Something we didn't discuss that I want to run down with you real quick, your bimini. This is called the boot. This simply unzips. There's 4 straps that pull. One strap pulls forward, clicks into there. Other strap pulls forward, clicks into there. This bar here is the anti-sway bar. It pulls in here, and this pin locks in to keep it tight. 2 straps in the back, click in there. Other one clicks in there.